there.
Luke Inferior Knight.
Luke Inferior Knight. Yeah, no, definitely. Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I'm Randy. This is Brian, and we come to you with a whole bunch of new stuff. What do we start? Where do we start? Like, I mean, Megatron was postponed because of Toy Fair. Like, can we start there?
Sure.
So Paul Chu. Ooh, should I have said his last name? Oh,
maybe
sorry,
now
Paul.
everybody's gonna stalk him. Yeah.
Paul was so nice to find you the Studio Series Megatron, and that's like your favorite movie, Megatron. Is that
yes? This might be one of my favorite movie toys. I absolutely frickin' look at that. I didn't even love this toy.
That's good.
Getting good at that. Yeah. I love it. Do you want to hear my gripe about it?
I want to hear everything.
Okay. My only gripe.
Yeah.
He can only hold the gun with his right hand, right?
That's a minor gripe.
But the big gripe is he shows off the bad side of the gun when you do that.
Oh, that is pretty silly.
Yeah, they fucked up real bad.
So you compensated.
Oh my god.
That's right. You went 1 for 2.
Yeah, okay,
well,
good.
Yeah,
it's still better. But yeah, they messed up real bad on that.
That's a pretty noticeable difference. That's a good point.
And it's like that got by some engineer, but other than that, they make up for it in the way this thing transforms.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Be my guest.
Does the gun fit in a vehicle mode where that would be relevant?
No, it fits underneath them.
So it is completely
no need
so there's
for
no justification that we're going to go back and be like, oh, okay, that's why you did it.
Just an error. Just an error.
That's a fair gripe. I already have a gripe, but I'm going to let you talk for a few.
His articulation is funky. It's like sort of hard to get him to stand. You got to do like 2 clicks forward in his knee, like 2 clicks back at whatever. I guess you could sort of call it an ankle, but it's up like his knee has double jointed.
Is it due to articulation though? Like, because I mean, we all as Transformer fans, we have to give them some leeway when it comes to where the joints are
for transformation. You know,
like we are dealing with Transformers.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, maybe, probably. I'm just
but
like that's my gripe. Yeah, it gotta tell you something about it. But yeah, I mean, you can.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah,
I'm amazed at how big it was. I don't know why I was stuck in there as a Voyager. I think it was because the last version was smaller. So my thought was that this was smaller. You should have brought that one too. For comparison.
I don't know where I tried finding him. He's buried.
Buried in the rubble.
Yeah.
Really,
he's so much better.
Yeah.
Like, I looked up pictures and he's so much better.
I'm really interested in seeing the vehicle mode, which I'll have you transform in a minute. Honestly, like that gun, I totally recognize your complaint. Like, you can't fit it. That is a weird move.
But I'm so grateful that I don't have to buy an Optimus Prime to get that gun. Because like
So what's the story with the gun? Because I don't remember the movie.
That's just his Megatron's gun. Optimus fights him in the end of Dark of the Moon, kicks his ass, steals the gun. So then when the toys came out, Evasion Mode Optimus Prime came with that gun, but Megatron didn't.
I see.
Yeah,
I remember hearing people like talk about like, oh, the gun, and I don't remember, like, I mean, obviously I didn't really
sweet gun.
It is a really sweet gun. It's really cool. My complaint, which is, I love that they did a cloth. Like, that's kind of neat. We don't see that a lot of Transformers, but I think it's almost paper thin, and I think that they could have gone with, I mean, obviously,
a little heavier.
Yeah, something a little heavier. I have an issue with soft goods because when companies like Hasbro use soft goods, they do this ultra thin, and it just has no weight to it. And I understand it's cost efficient, but they have used like almost like a felt in the past, which has a little bit more weight to it, and I think that this would have really benefited.
I would have preferred something that draped a little heavier, because it's like supposed to hang over his face because he's trying to hide himself, because he's like embarrassed of being all beat up and shitty.
Is that why he wore it?
That's what I got from the. I mean, it was never said that, but he was defeated and like half torn apart. I would imagine he's sort of like maybe a little like Darth Vader, like Anakin.
Yeah, I see.
He was a good-looking dude, and like.
Well, I don't know. That robot I was never a fan, but let's go with it.
Yeah,
wasn't it desert? Like maybe it was. To block the
sun.
The wind.
Like it looked to me like he was rotting. I mean, robotic rot because they're like bugs eating at him, but robotic bugs. Yeah, just crappy.
Are you gonna get that leader class Jetfire?
I mean, if I ever see any of them, yes. But I never see. I mean, I'm not in Target or anywhere a lot. But I mean, every time I'm there, I look for something.
Yeah.
SS-38. I want it so bad.
I want it so bad. So the Bumblebee movie
Prime,
We've been talking about. So I went on I went on Amazon and you could pre-order it for $29, which is reasonable, but they don't ship out to April 1st.
That's forever. That's forever. That toy is old at that point.
I hope to have it before April 1st. And then I went on eBay and they're selling for $70.
You know what though? If you can buy it, it's not good for you.
No, I would never.
But you can buy it in a group of like 5-6 figures for like $150, and you're getting it almost at cost. If you
you get 6 of the Optimuses, or do you get
you get the Optimus, you get the Bumblebee, you get like
so you can't sell the others, only the Optimus.
Well,
so
it might make sense for me.
Oh yeah, that's
because
true.
I have
you just
none.
want to buy them.
Yeah.
Oh man, how many Optimuses do you get in a case? Because I'll throw in 30.
You only get one. They don't give you a case. It's just someone who probably like is given an assortment of figures. I don't know what comes in the case.
I've seen pictures of that Optimus, and it looks really good.
I've watched like a bunch of reviews, just people transforming it. I want to play with it.
If I find it on spot, buy you one.
Oh God!
I mean, I'm buying one.
Yeah. I'd pay $50 for it.
I'd pay 40.
I'd pay 50. I don't care. I know. You know what? I would forget about it and just like put it in my head. I paid 40.
There's ways to justify it, right? Like
we used to smoke cigarettes, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Man,
it's a drink at the bar, man. It's a gin and tonic extra.
That's true. That's true. And that's look. Any way you can spin it or justify it, you got to do it.
Spin it one of so many ways.
Yeah, that's like we were talking with our buddy about the Jabba's, the new Jabba's. Skip. What is the Jabba's sail barge?
Yeah.
It's coming out. I pre-ordered it and I'm super excited about it.
It's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna be so sweet. And from what I understand is they are not repopping it. Like they're not like pre-orders filled and it's done, right?
That's what I heard. Something that they are making. They won't repop it, but they added like a couple hundred extra to the order.
Okay, which is reasonable. Like a couple hundred, but
you'll be able to get it on the web shop for like a second.
If you for a second.
Like because it wouldn't make sense for them just to like.
I don't know. It's a $500.
But they know more people are gonna want it once it's out.
Exactly.
They know that people are gonna have a shit attack. And I remember somebody talked. I don't know. I could be wrong.
They're going on the secondary market for like $1,200 now. And look, I don't want to do the "I told you so," but I told everyone so. I said buy it. It's gonna be the centerpiece of collections.
Never be a piece for me. But I'm not a Star Wars guy. But if I were a Star Wars guy, I would have.
You are a Star Wars guy. You're just not like
a Star Wars toy guy,
right? Like we were talking,
the ship guy.
If they came out with a Han carbonite chamber from Empire Strikes Back,
I'd be up on that.
Like with lights and sounds, a couple Ognots, and it comes out. Yeah. Like, I mean.
You'd have to buy two.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to do the whole carbon, like he's going in the chamber, and then the whole Luke versus Vader.
Dude, they could do.
It's a double playset.
Oh man,
because you get both.
They could do a thing where a Han Solo goes in.
Yeah.
You spin it around,
just like the micro.
Yeah, and then when it comes out, it's a carbonite chamber. Do super high detail. Yep. Have a couple Ognots with the set.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 2 Ognots.
The elevator that propels Luke up there.
Oh my god.
And then maybe even the shaft. Like you could have the whole bottom part where him and Vader fought.
Oh my god. What a set.
If we're talking $500.
What if they just did like a $200 version and just did the thing? Would that be satisfying? Because
make it $500. Like if they could sell a goddamn sail barge.
Yeah.
Like a carbon freeze chamber, easy.
You think so?
I think so. Everybody loves Empire more, and that is like not everybody.
Everybody does love Empire more, except for I'm a Jedi. Yeah, it would enter.
It would enter me into it, which I would buy that in a second.
No, I'm a Jedi guy, and Jabba's Palace is my thing. But it's also because the Luke Jedi Knight, the characters, the creatures. It's sort of like the Cantina Part 2 for me.
Yeah, and there was a better place to start. I mean, I think sail barge, they never made one, and it's like. I mean, it's a good place to start because it's a vehicle and a playset.
Yes, and it's a good way to test the market for HasLab to see if people will.
Which they totally will.
They totally will.
And you know what? I heard people bitching about HasLab, like saying that, like, they were really talking shit about it, like that's a shitty way to do business and all that. And I disagree.
I disagree too. Like, give me your thoughts. Like,
my thought is that you know what, like, they're like these people admit. The people that are bitching about it admit that these toys aren't for children.
That's right.
But what you have to admit is the amount of adults buying this stuff is probably 1/5 of the children buying it in the 70s.
That's right.
So they have to do something because, like no matter what you say, toys designed that sell to children will sell in greater numbers than toys that are made for us. There's just more of them than us.
Plus,
you know?
plus as collectors, we're demanding higher details, which costs more money.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're offering what we want,
but you have to agree to it.
You have to agree to it in advance.
Yeah.
I think HasLab gave a good month to allow you to order.
Yeah.
Now it's expensive. I'm not arguing that. Like most people don't have $500 that they can just drop on a big ship.
Didn't they have a payment program
They did.
for it?
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to say yes or no. But with that said, like if you're an adult collector and they're giving you what you want, they're making you pay for it. But if this thing is as good as it looks.
Yeah,
I mean, you just can't complain.
I agree, man. I think it's
they didn't
sweet
give
that
you. Yeah, I think so too. They're saying, look, if you want this, we're gonna give it to you, but you're gonna have to pay the price and you're gonna have to commit to it right away. Now they gave you a good month. I mean, I had plenty of time to think about it, and I think everybody had time to think about it. Now again, I understand.
How long did you think about it for? I'm sorry.
I think I gave it like 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, look, I understand we're not all in the same positions to drop $500. Like, trust me, it was not an easy decision, and it's not an easy thing for anybody to do. But if they did give you an opportunity to do so, and this thing's gonna be huge. And with that said, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, they threw in that Yak Face Power of the Force figure. They're going for like $300 right now, and I'm gonna be
just a figure.
Yeah, just a figure. But I don't know. I'm gonna sell mine, and then that's gonna pay for like 3/5 of the whole thing.
I didn't realize that. That's really cool.
So that's cool. You get this little bonus for committing to it.
Yeah.
You can make 3/5 of your money back.
Yeah.
And then you know what? A $200 skiff is pretty guilt free. And
well,
then again, that's the spin and the justification.
How many people pay hundreds of dollars for a carded figure?
Yeah.
Because it's not that. I mean, $500. That's not even
for
like that.
For what it is.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I mean, and that's not even that much as far as Star Wars goes. For when you're talking about vintage
that's
toys,
true.
I mean. That won't get you carded Boba Fett.
Yeah,
will it?
No.
I mean, not even close. And it's like
I think it'll be, you know, the proof will be in the pudding if they do as good of a job as they appear to be.
I think there's a chance that thing isn't going to deliver.
No, I don't either. Because I think they also have to set a precedent here, right?
Yeah.
They have to say, look, going forward, you will not pass up the next one because this one is going to be proved to be so well. So well done. That's my thought.
I think so too, and it looks amazing, and it's not like I said, it's not my thing. Like I think the sail barge is cool, but it's like
I'll be honest with you, like it wouldn't be the one ship. I guess it's a ship, right? It wouldn't be the one where I would be like, this is what's doing for me. But with that said, Jabba's palace is the world I would first want to build.
Now, but is that going to hit before or after the sail barge? Because they have his throne room coming out.
They've got the throne room, the sail barge. The sail barge is supposed to come out, I think, in early March.
Okay.
But you know what? That could be wrong. But it's gonna be a pretty incredible day when that ships, and you know that you're coming over and we're breaking that open and we're gonna play. It's gonna be unfortunate that we're not gonna have like a whole bunch of figures and stuff ready to go. Did you break it?
No, I just
okay.
Panel came up. Yeah, I'll have to bring the Falcon over for that.
Absolutely.
Oh, we could do crazy. Like we can. That's your best part of the movie. I mean, that is your part of. That's like Luke Jedi Knight, like rocking out in his prime. You know,
dude. They absolutely. I'm saying a lot of dude. Yeah. They better make a new Luke Jedi Knight. I want, and we're gonna get to Luke Jedi Knight here. Luke Jedi Knight. I want a 3 3/4 inch Luke Jedi Knight. I want neutral hair. I don't want it blowing in the wind.
Okay,
I want him to have a nice thick brown cloak, brown. I want him to have no cloth underneath, but I want him to have the vest sculpted on. I want him to have a lightsaber and the Gamorrean Guard gun.
Yeah. Oh God,
and maybe give him a couple extra hands. I want an ultimate Luke Jedi Knight 3 3/4 inch figure.
Oh, with beat up hands.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah,
because when it comes down to it, 3 3/4 inch Star Wars is where my heart is, and I think that this sail barge is going to bring people back into that scale.
I hope you're right, because that is like the heart of just like vintage toy collecting, just in general.
Just Star Wars in general.
Yeah, like, Star Wars 3 3/4 inches, like that's it. Yeah,
absolutely. It's like, look, I'd love a 6-inch G.I. Joe line, but ultimately, G.I. Joe needs the vehicles as much as the figures, and that is the best format for me. So Star Wars is the same way. I mean, I would love like a super nice X-wing fighter, a Y-wing fighter. I mean, I don't know that I have the
X-wing. They already made one. The X-wing that was out a few years ago is pretty perfect.
It is pretty nice.
They could just like make the pylons a little bit more solid. plastic, so it doesn't bend up easy. But
how was the paint job on that one?
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, well, I can bring mine over.
You have it?
I have the vintage collection. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I have a pretty decent little vehicle collection sitting upstairs.
You have the Slave One, right?
Yeah, and that's sweet too.
It was sweet. My only complaint was that the I don't know what they're called, wings. They kept falling off.
They did.
But that was an incredible vehicle. Like, they were making some really good Star Wars toys at a time that people weren't buying them, or the masses were. Oh wow, here we go. Wow, that's cool, man.
Not bad. It's pretty big.
Wait, can I put these?
Yeah.
wheels
Oh,
on?
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. You know what? See, the cloth looks really good there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sweet vehicle,
And it's
man.
big as shit.
Yeah, I dig it. It's a little hollow here. Again, this is nitpicks.
Yeah, don't look underneath.
That
It's completely hollow.
That's pretty awful underneath, but like, I'd rather it be empty underneath than having a whole bunch of like puffy stuff going on.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, man. I dig it. Wow, I do dig it. That's a good toy. It's amazing how they're capable of, in what, like 7 years, they've been able to really make these weird designs.
They're doing, there was a breakthrough, and I don't know what it is, but neither joint work or something, that the engineering on these has gotten crazy. That, like,
What is the breakthrough? Like, what was, like,
I don't know.
Because when they were making the movie toys at the beginning, they definitely had to do some, like, what do you call it? Like, cheats?
Yeah, cheats.
No,
Yeah, like, when you have, like, dual parts, like the
windshield sculpted in.
Windshields, it has 8 wheels, so you can see it in both modes. And it's like, I think a lot of it is maybe the engineers have been doing it for long enough. They're just getting better at it.
They're perfecting it.
Yeah, I mean, they're like we are. They're evolving, and us customers are.
Are
I don't
we
know.
evolving or are we devolving?
Maybe a little bit of both.
A little bit of
but, I mean, our standards are raising for toys, and they're getting better at it.
Look, I really think that toys in general, like the action figure collecting, is really at a high time, like an all-time high
standard.
Yeah, it really
for sure.
is. The prices are kind of intimidating, and that's why that's my transition to this, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
As a Luke Jedi Knight fanatic, I bought the Hot Toys Luke less than a year ago, right? No, like 6 months ago I got it. I think it was July. And honestly, it was my first Hot Toys, and it was as good as I could ever want a 1/6 scale Luke Jedi Knight. And then shortly after Sideshow Toys, who is the North American distributor of Hot Toys, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it's decided they were coming out with their own Luke Jedi Knight. The only difference beside it is a totally different toy or doll or whatever action figure, except for in addition it was going to include the Endor stuff. Cool addition, but the price was exactly the same, about $240, which is insane. Now, me being Luke Jedi Knight faithful, what would
No
you call
choice.
it? No
Yeah.
choice. I pre-ordered it, and I got the Hot Toys, and Hot Toys was super satisfying. That like I totally forgot about it, and I got it in, and I don't understand why Sideshow decided to make this. And even better, I know why I bought it, but
They should have come out first.
absolutely, because it's a step backwards.
Yeah.
It's good, and it's not $240 good. It's 3 years ago, $140 good. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Even with we'll hit the indoor stuff in a few. Yeah, go ahead.
It's just the outfit it's just not as tight.
No,
it's the Hot Toys. It's just the Hot Toys looks like a miniature dude. Like it's tight. It fits tight here. Like
Here,
this
I'll bring
just seems a little like.
So, like, the fact of the matter is, and I'm going to interrupt you.
No, interrupt me, man.
See, the fact of the matter is, Hot Toys is truly the high standard of 1/6 collectible. And again, I'm not a 1/6 scale master, so I can't tell you all along. I mean, come on. I mean, it just
it's nowhere
it is
near.
This is nice though. It's just not that nice.
But I don't understand what the motivation.
I don't either.
Could you still get Hot Toys, Luke?
Sure.
For
the same
cover price?
Right.
Like,
So the only I will say this.
it even flows better. Luke.
It does. I do like this brown better
Yeah.
though. It's kind of a weird thing. Like I like the color brown on the Sideshow better. This is almost like a purple, and it's probably more accurate. But my eyes like the
Purple.
brown. Yeah. Do you see like a little purple like tint to that? Like very subtle. Like I mean, I'm talking. It's like you think I'm nuts.
Like just the light hitting it. I see something.
It is like a purple brown. Is that you don't see it?
I see that the light hits it because I don't see purple.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be. I'm weird with color though.
And then yeah, so I mean, I do like that, and I do like again. I like the gray tone of this vest better than that.
But that looks like 70s Hasbro. Like that looks like 70s like.
It's
not. 70s.
It's not that bad.
It looks, but just the gray tunic and his pants look like.
Yeah, it's loose. Like this is like tight. Yeah. Like it fits like he's putting on a pair of pants.
His pants are Amigo.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just the Velcro crotch and stuff just look like. I mean, the Velcro zipper, it looks very old school.
It's way better than that other Sideshow.
Yeah.
Luke. The head sculpt is good, but again, like, it's not as good. I like the color of the hair on that. This one just looks kind of dull. It looks like the version of this Luke would have come out 2 or 3 years before that. Like, it's really good, but at the same price, I can't tell you why you should buy this.
Yeah, because this is an evolution of that, for sure.
This is like, I never need another 1/6 scale. I'm going to put this down for a second because there is one potential motivational factor for buying this, because every way this is superior, okay? Except for there is an option to this that is pretty cool. It's just that it's not, I wouldn't have bought it for this. You know what I mean? So you could take that off. We're gonna change mine.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Can you put the flap down for a second? I just want to see what it looks like with the flap down.
Yeah. Here, I gotta take this off.
Yeah.
We're playing with the
dolls.
Doll.
It's okay.
Yeah. One thing I did totally discover after owning this though is that I don't think I ever need another 1/6 scale. It's not that I love it. It's super high quality, but I think it's just not my bag. You know what I mean? Like it's just I like action figures. So.
Does he have a belt?
Yeah.
Like that normal belt?
Yeah. Oh wait, now it's not working. No, it does.
Oh, dude, you gotta stay down.
There it goes.
There you go.
Like that's
fine. Is it magnetic?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'll talk about this belt actually, because now that you brought about it,
is that magnetic?
I do not like. No, it's got little holes. I hate it. It does not fit well. I'm not even gonna do it, but like you're stretching out. Like this is like. What is this?
No, that's gonna
it's
break.
Gonna break. Bad news on this belt. There is a good part to this. So, the one selling point, in my opinion, you like the struggle I had with that head? I made a face for... If anyone pauses that face, I'm sure it's going to be one for the ages, for anyone who cares. So, he does come with the Endor tunic and a cool Endor head. The thing is...
What's funny is, like, most of the heads that come with Luke would make sense... him on the speeder bike without a helmet. It's blowing because his hair is always blowing so much in a lot of the figures.
I guess. Wait, when he rode the helmet, the
biker speeder bike.
Yeah,
it never showed him without a helmet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it would work.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know. How do you know which way the belt buckle? What side's the belt buckle?
Because you would like watch the movie and like how you remember it, do it that way.
I'm just doing.
I don't know, man.
But like, you're a righty, right?
Yeah.
I'm typically a lefty, and I wonder, do people who are lefties put on belts differently than people with righties?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of how I do it. I do a lot of things with my right, though, so I don't think I'm a true...
What's weird is I need to start using my left hand more, because I'm...
Change things up?
No, because I'm right, I'm left eye dominant.
What does that mean?
Like for shooting...
Okay.
You know, it's like my mom has a friend who shoots a lot. But if you're shooting distance, it means that like if I'm holding a gun, that I have to cock my head all the way over because I can't. Like shooting long, you only shoot with one eye.
Right, you close your eye. And
I can't close my left eye, so it means I have to learn to shoot left-handed.
Oh,
which is crazy. Yeah, because
I don't want to be there the day that you're practicing that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like the bullet's gonna come back at you, but yeah, I mean, it's just sort of you're at a rested position, but it's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's an education. I never.
Yeah, it's sort of nuts.
Yeah.
I found that out like trying to shoot, and Frank was making fun of me.
Oh,
what
man.
the hell are you doing?
All right, so.
Yeah.
All right. So here is I don't think I perfectly like settled everything.
Yeah.
But this is the way I have to display it because this is the dominant.
I don't even like that like look though.
You don't?
That's not my thing, man.
What do you mean? Like what is it? Like you're talking about the whole look or you don't
not
think
the figure. That was never my favorite outfit for Luke.
I'll tell you why I have an attachment to it because I had one Power of the Force figure when I was a kid, and it was the Luke Battle Poncho. And there's actually a story to it, and I'm going to tell it. So I was a little kid, and it was 1986, and they were clearance down at KB. It was like $1, and I remember the price. It was $1.79 a figure. And I went into KB, and I saw this rack of Power of the Force. It was the first time I'd ever seen Power of the Force, and these were characters I'd never seen figures of. And by this time, I was out of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like,
How old? When was it? 86?
86, so I would have been 10, 11 years old. I was out of Star Wars. I moved on to G.I. Joe. I moved on to something else. I was a little too old to be playing with Star Wars. Not too old, but you know what I mean? Like, I had moved on generationally, and I saw a whole wave of new figures I'd never seen. And on the back of the package, I saw Luke Stormtrooper, and I went crazy. I was like, I have to have this. But they had no Luke Stormtrooper in the whole wall. So they had a Luke Battle Poncho. I was like, I have to have this. So this was post my birthday, and I didn't know what I wanted for my birthday. So my parents just said, well, when you see something you want, let us know and we'll hook it up, okay? I don't know if that seems kind of sketchy now, but now that I think about it. But nevertheless, so I was at the mall with my dad, and I asked my dad if I could have $5 because I wanted to buy him in a Han trench coat. And he's like, for what? And I'm like, there are a couple Star Wars figures. He's like, you don't collect Star Wars figures anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but it's really cool. He's like, no, I'm not giving you $5 for Star Wars figures. And like as a kid, I was like, I wanted that. Like that was like my birthday money. Like I didn't understand. Like what are you protecting me from? I want Star Wars figures. Let me have my damn Star Wars figures. So he's like, no. So I'm walking through the mall and I'm pouting. Like my head is down and I'm pissed off. And I'm pouting. And I swear to God, as I'm walking down, not more than like 5 minutes away, I find $5 on the ground.
Nice.
I went back and I bought those Star Wars figures.
That's sweet.
But the thing is I don't remember. I'm surprised my dad was like, I guess my dad was like, all right.
That sort of is weird too because I remember, like, I had Luke in Stormtrooper. I had it. Yeah, and I lost his helmet like within
minutes.
Within a minute. Yeah. But I had it. But the whole thing is, like I was deep in Star Wars then. Like me and me and my brother was in it. Right. We were playing Tidariums and everything. We had Tidariums. The
Shuttle Tidarium is the best Star Wars.
Yeah, and it's like, but I remember my brother, my cousin Amanda, we were playing at that age.
In 86, 85,
so
85
at 86, I was
85.
10. And like, I was playing hard.
So you didn't move on from Star Wars in 85, 86. You were still going strong. That's
I never thought it. I thought I did, but I had that figure. It couldn't have had it.
Yeah, no,
so
you
I had,
couldn't have.
Yeah.
Man.
Playing strong.
Gabe's
house.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great. So, anyways, that was my little story about Luke Battle Poncho, and to this day, like, I want another one. I haven't plopped down the money, but I do have an attachment to it because it was the Power of the Force I had. So with that said, I like this, but had they just advertised this, I would have never plopped down the money. I plopped down the money because they advertised Luke Jedi Knight, I feel obligated to buy anything Luke Jedi Knight.
He looks better with that on him, too.
I do think so. I think the head sculpt, I think it matches better. It is the way I'm going to display it. It's the inferior to this as a whole. This is how I want it. So it's like, I don't really need this. Like, if the market goes hot on this, I'm going to trade that in. I like it. Look, Sideshow did a good job. It's just that, like, they didn't do Hot Toys good job.
But they're selling the poncho and the hat. They know they can't beat it, I think.
Right.
You know, and for that, it looks fine. If you threw him on a speeder bike, that would be sweet.
That would be sweet. But Hot Toys announced that they're coming out with this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And, and it's going to include the deleted scene, like, what is it?
From the Sandstorm?
Yeah. Oh, but sort of I'm not buying it. I'm done. Yeah, it's cool, but I'm done. I'm done with 1/6 scale collecting. I totally respect it, and I appreciate anyone who collects it. It's just not my bag. It's just not my thing. It's like, that was too much.
Star Wars is about the 3 3/4. I mean, that's
what
all
they want you to
do. All the best toys are in that. There's pretty much not anything you can't get.
Right.
Well, there's a couple.
Well, you get Boba Fett, a Darth Vader one. Oh yeah, I'm saying like 1/6. Like you get a Darth Vader, you get a Boba Fett. You get one of your favorite character, but I don't think you collect a whole line.
I could do a Hot Toys Vader because I have the Sideshow Vader, and he was sweet for his day, but
it's dated now, right? It's
a little bit. I mean, just on my shelf, it looks really nice, but don't put it next to the Hot Toys.
Right, there's a better one out there.
Yeah, and I want the Rogue One real bad. If they make
what is the difference about the Rogue One Vader?
Rogue One Vader is like Episode 4 Vader, except polished up. And like, if you watch Episode 4, Vader's helmet is like the paint job is bad on it. The paints look chalk. I mean, it's
really?
just like, I mean,
yeah.
it was they did what they could. It looked sweet, but when you get close up on it, or if you see it in person, it's like,
Yeah.
And he's got red eyes.
Okay, I do
Reddish
like the
eyes.
reddish eyes on Vader.
And then it's like and I guess basically to generalize it, his helmet is huge in comparison
I
to
like
his
that.
body.
I like big head Vader.
Me too. And then it's like in Empire, they cleaned everything up. It's like it's just cleaner.
It doesn't look as homemade or makeshift.
Yeah, and it's like also his robes look more Jedi-ish in Empire. In A New Hope, he's got he's basically wearing Jedi robes with a helmet and a cape over it.
Mm-hmm.
Where they changed the way oh man,
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different when you look at it.
Right.
And Rogue One is just like a cleaned up version of that. You know, it's like if they made that armor with the same design, but like with today's quality and a lot of money to clean up all the edges and make it all look super clean.
It's like them having another chance at it, so they're gonna
they're like clean this shit up, guys.
We made money off this movie. Let's make it look nicer. Yeah, so I mean, I guess to wrap up this Luke Jedi Knight part is that like at the same price, I see no motivation for this. I don't know why Sideshow produced it. I think it was kind of a shit move considering that they distribute Hot Toys. So it was sort of like it's almost like they're stealing from their own
selves. Is it
selves.
the same body?
I don't know. It's looser body.
All right.
I'm not a 1/6 scale expert.
Jump in the comments.
Yeah, jump in
boys.
the comments. But his knees are looser. I'm telling you, like maybe. I mean, it just doesn't feel as good. If that was $100 cheaper, I would say if you're a casual Luke fan, just go ahead and buy that. But the thing is it's the same price. So with that said, just wait for the Hot Toys one to come out with the battle poncho. Like, I wonder if Sideshow had it planned and didn't have a discussion with Hot Toys, and so they're like, shit, we got this made, we got to release it, and then we got to make our money back, so we're gonna charge $240 for it. I don't really understand.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a.
I mean, I just don't understand why again, Sideshow isn't Hot Toys, but they're American distributor. So I don't understand what that is. They're North American distributor. Can we talk about these Tron figures?
Get into this shit.
All right. So like, I'm a super Tron fan, right?
I like these a lot.
I like them a lot too. I do have complaints. So I got to start from the beginning of these. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause.
Pause.
Because there's a part of this.
Are these NECA?
Nope.
Who are they?
Hold
Well, I
on.
guess just talk. Yeah. That's the packaging.
Yeah. So how Diamond Select toys?
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Diamond
They're
Select.
obnoxious
They're
with the
obnoxious.
packaging.
This packaging is outrageous. Like
Yeah.
even including the Disney character.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they made you buy. So
That
Diamond
sucks.
Select toys. I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. It's a video game.
Whatever.
Okay. I could care less about these Kingdom Heart figures, but I care about the Tron figures.
Yeah.
In order to sell the Tron figures, what they did is they had one figure come with one dude and the other figure come the other, so I had to buy
How
both
much?
sets. $24 a set.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's okay.
It's not terrible, but it's still kind of a shit move, right?
Not really, because
Really?
you're paying $4 to have something you don't want. Because these go for $20. Either way, they're not
Okay.
going to sell for under $20.
I agree, but I don't think these are $20 figures.
Doesn't matter. They're still going to cost that.
Okay, fine. You're right. So these packages are ridiculous. I could care less about this goofy. Like, I don't know. I mean, if I can eBay it, I'll eBay it. I just don't have any attachment to them. I guess they're cute or they're cool, but like I don't have any. I just don't have any attachment.
Yeah, I get it.
No use. So
Tron or Flynn?
that's Tron.
Tron, yeah.
The head sculpts of these are pretty excellent, right? Like they really look like it.
Yeah.
Two issues with them. I like the colors too. Like they look, they're very vibrant. My issues are, I don't like the plastic. It's like a PVC plastic, but I think that's just what DST uses, right?
I don't know. I don't.
Doesn't it feel junky? The
A little bit.
Second thing is these figures are really nice.
The disc should be removable.
The
for
discs
God's
should
sake.
be
Like,
removable.
Dude, yeah, make that disc removable.
That is unacceptable not to come with
Does
a
he not
disc.
have an elbow?
Yeah, he does, but
Oh,
they don't have a
I'm not
lot of
messing
they don't have a
with
lot of
it, yeah.
motion. I think the scale doesn't make sense either.
What's that? How big is it?
I don't
7
know,
inches?
7 inches seems a little big. Like I think I'm getting a little hyper. I gotta shake it down a notch.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge,
I didn't
right?
even realize. Yeah, that's huge.
Honestly, I think for these, they would work better as a 4-inch figure. But again, we've just gone over the fact that I love 4-inch, 3 3/4 inch scale.
Goddamn.
I'm not complaining though, because I'm happy to have these. If this is the only way I'm going to get a Tron and Stark figure, I'm happy to have them. So, all my complaining aside, I am happy with them. I just don't. I guess this was the only way they could get these out, because do you think that they could? I mean, with all the stuff they're making today, don't you think a set of Tron 3 3/4 inch figures, maybe their Super 7, could work?
If they did light cycles.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I need light cycles for my Tron, you know? And like, would you want them see-through?
No, I actually really
I like
these.
this a lot.
I
It's
like
just-
the see-through too. The Tomy, the old Tomy ones.
Would you want shiny plastic? Like,
Oh, let me think about
what, you know what I would love is like a translucent plastic with a colored interior. You know, so it gave you just a really weird glowing up. But this looks good. I like this.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. What if they did a gray that was dull and then the color was
shiny? Yeah, it'd be sweet.
You know what? I like your idea. Like, what if they did translucent plastic and painted this gray and the color
on the
would show
inside of
through?
it?
Oh,
that would be badass.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I also don't like how this leg is bowed, but it might just be mine, and it could be due to this plastic. This is just. I'm not a DST.
Is it rubbery?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it's just like. I just don't like the DST feel, and I don't like the scale, but I think they do it because it's their way of getting certain licenses that they could not normally get, such as Marvel. It was the only way. I don't know. I know
DST bothers me as a company in general.
Go ahead, give me your thoughts.
Well, just the whole crotch punch to the Star Trek community. It's like these people love Star Trek. I love Star Trek, and they come out with the vehicle, and it'll be wonderful. But then, the next one, they'll announce it, and it comes out 4 years later.
Is that due to the company just not being on their game, or is it due to the fact that, like, Star Trek fans
would buy that shit in a second.
Really?
They buy it. They buy it, and they'll buy the Enterprise. They'll buy a repaint of the Enterprise. They'll buy it with, put it in, I'll buy that too. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like, I would imagine they're pretty easy to make. No moving parts.
Right.
And electronics, and a decent coat of paint. You know, and that's it. But they torture the Star Trek community, and it's like, I don't. Now it's time for my conjecture, speculation. I think the Star Trek community has turned their back on DST because of Eagle Moss. It's like, we'll make it for you.
Right.
You don't get lights, but they just release this stuff in a rate that the fans can't keep up with it, and they love it, and it sounds like hotcakes. It
sounds like DST with Star Trek is similar to Toynami and Robotech, in the sense that, like,
they just don't
except
do it.
for
They
Star
don't
Trek's
take it serious.
Star Trek's a bigger community.
Yeah.
But with that said, like, do Star Trek people spend money? You know better than me. Like, for some reason, I always got the impression that the Star Trek fan base is smaller, more niche, and I think they've gotten so many iterations of the ships and stuff like that. Like, are they still buying new versions?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, once in a while, I would, like my brother will show me something from DST and it's sweet, and I have to have it, and I'll get it, you know? But it's sort of like, but that happens, like, twice a decade.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not exaggerating, 3 times a decade. So, and that's not an exaggeration. Like, they really just don't put enough out, and it's like, people like to collect.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, they just don't keep up.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I get what you're saying. I always feel like just Star Trek could never bounce back after the post Playmates Toys days. Like, it became
that was a legacy.
That was
a legacy, and I would love to see that happen again.
That was like, we'll never see Star Trek come back like that.
They'd have to Star Wars it. They'd have to do it 3 3/4.
But they tried with the movie. The new movies, and they came out with who was making Playmates was making those again. They were terrible movie figures. They were bad, but then they came out with a second series assortment that they showed pictures of, and I think that the DST people actually sculpted them, and they were really good, and they couldn't sell them. Like no retail outlet would buy them.
Like, give me a bridge. Like, people want a bridge play set, you know, but they'll never do it.
It'd be pretty cool, but I even as someone who would love that, I don't know that I would buy it.
Would you buy, like, what if it was like an old school, like classic bridge play set with like 3 3/4 figures, or even like the movies in the red outfits?
It sounds cool. I just don't know if I would buy it.
If they made it affordable, like for $100, $100 bridge. I mean, you could just do cool stuff because but you'd have to have enough figures because there's a lot of history at
Yeah,
Star Trek.
yeah.
So you could have you could say it's an Enterprise bridge, but depending on who's on that bridge, depends on what ship it is.
Yeah.
And if they made figures of off characters that people still love,
Right.
People nerd out.
Yeah,
I mean, guys get nerdy, and
Yeah.
Star Trek is one of the nerdiest.
I agree.
In the best way, but my brother starts stalking Star Trek. You see that save?
Yeah, that was a sweet save.
Man, monster energy.
Yeah, monster.
So, but
I just don't nerd out to Star Trek like Star Trek nerds do. I like
me
it.
neither. And it's that's why. I mean, maybe I do a little bit.
You do, but I don't know that you're buying the merchandise.
No, I'm not. But if they made the merchandise attainable and fun, I think people would buy it. And it's just there's no innovation in it in the toy making. If you made a bridge, make it modular. So, if you get this piece, it's this bridge. If you get these parts, it's that bridge.
Right.
Make it something like that. Like not a building toy, but
I think that they
versatile.
would have to do a subscription build a
bridge
type thing, because it would be something where people would have to subscribe to. I just don't think that a retail there would be enough.
Probably not.
Yeah,
You're probably
I think
right.
it would have to be one of those things where a company decides that they're going to invest in do a Kickstarter type thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to think that Star Trek, one of the biggest sci-fi properties around, is at a point where you'd have to Kickstart it in order to get
Star Wars is.
No way to do.
Look at the barge.
That's to do a $500 piece though.
That's true.
I mean, that's a little different.
I think that model is going to prove
Star
the way
Wars
it's going to go.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And let's talk about that, because you wanted to talk about Hasbro Pulse. Isn't that essentially what that is? Explain.
Yeah, I think from what I know, it's $50 a year.
Okay, so Hasbro Pulse is a new
$50 subscription club where you get
free shipping.
Free shipping. You get exclusive access to things first and stuff like that, and
it's a direct to consumer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's all I really know about it.
Right.
But
let's assume, and if I'm cutting you off,
no.
So let's assume that Hasbro Pulse is a direct to consumer, to the customer from Hasbro, where you can cut out the middleman and you go directly through them. You get free shipping. You don't have to deal with the pain in the ass. I think it sounds like a great model that's going to destroy retail even further.
A little bit.
With that said,
Hasbro knows exactly what you're buying,
right?
Which is a good thing.
That is a good thing.
I want them to know what's popular, so they know what to make. So it's a good way for them to take a temperature check of what the community wants.
That's right.
And I don't think $50 is really that much.
No, I pay for Amazon Prime. I think it's $80 a year for the free shipping, and I want to say that I'll pay for it every year. I think it's a great deal. I think
the media. Just for the media, it's worth it. I mean, Amazon Prime Video is pretty sweet.
It is. Do we do we feel bad to cut out the retail? Do we?
No.
I mean, if
Toys R Us failed.
Toys R Us
They
failed.
had their chance,
right,
and they failed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the slightest bit bad.
I don't either. But as long as
miss the experience.
As long as the Hasbro Prime gets if they can get it to the consumer and do all this, and they can cut down the price a little bit, so we get the savings that they get, right? I mean, that's got to be part of it.
Just cut the crap out.
Yeah.
Don't make stuff that isn't going to sell, or make very little of it.
Little of it.
Yeah,
make it. I got to be honest with you. I like the concept of make-to-order products, as long as they give you a certain
enough time to get it.
Yeah,
and everybody has a fair chance. And when it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone, right?
Because that keeps collectability good too.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's how it should be.
It means you had a chance to get it. You had a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
And you missed the boat, so now you have to pay the aftermarket fees.
Yeah.
Mezco does it wrong. They just did their they did this Gomez figure, which I wasn't interested in it, but it was their. I'll explain it to you. So they have a mascot figure.
Oh yeah. Okay,
you know about that?
No, yep.
It's
cool.
But it is sort of cool.
Yeah.
So it was a Toy Fair. If you went to Toy Fair, I think it was a giveaway, which was an awesome giveaway. And then they offered it on their website, and it sold out in minutes, which I was surprised. I don't know how many they. I mean, it was cool, but I didn't.
Who wants that?
A lot of people. So they were on eBay immediately, and they were selling for $600 or something. The money they have gone down in price, but that was, again, I get it was an exclusive, but they certainly do not understand the amount of their fan base. They don't know, they don't give their fans enough time to decide whether they want it or not, apparently, or they don't
Yeah,
know.
like 2 weeks is good. I think.
I think so too.
2 weeks. You know, and I mean that's
2 weeks is the average person's amount of time for a paycheck, so they can decide.
I wish Bandai would do that
With like
Macross, because it's like if you just put the shit on pre-order
Yeah.
and just like they're closing pre-orders. Why would you close a pre-order?
yeah, no,
Like
I
if
agree.
I want it, let me get it and make more.
Can I explain that though? I
Be my
agree with you,
guest,
because
yeah.
I think that when we get Bandai products, we're getting the pre-order from after the Japanese market.
Yeah, it's not meant
because
for
it's
us.
not meant
Yeah,
for
I know,
us.
I know.
So that's why. But with that said, I do agree. Like I don't know. Maybe it is best just to like ask the consumer what they want, show them what they're going to offer, give us a couple weeks to come up with the money, and order directly for them.
I think it's great, and you know what? It gives everybody a chance, and it doesn't oversaturate the market.
That's right.
And it's like, then it's sort of like the stuff that should be rare is the stuff that nobody wanted.
That's right.
Like I love that.
So it's
Oh,
rare
the
for a
Rose Tico
reason.
figure's $500,
Right.
and I love guys. They'll pay the $500 for the Rose Tico, but you don't pay $500 for the main character
That's
in
right.
the movie.
That's right.
You should pay it for something
That's right.
obscure that you don't want.
That's right.
That
If the
people
Rose
didn't want.
if the Rose Tico figure is $500,
That's
it's because
awesome.
no one bought it, and
Yeah.
it's awesome and good
Yeah.
for that. So that means I agree with you actually
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. And as far as retail goes, I think they could still allot a certain amount to retail for those people who are casual collectors in the sense
Yeah.
that they don't go online. But let's all agree that like consumer habits are just different. They're just
Well,
not
yeah.
the way that they were. And you know what? Target, even though I think they're doing a good job, Walmart, whatever, they're just not ordering the right amount of stuff in the right case assortments, and it's just not, it's
And I think it's going to take a little bit for
growing
for it to
pains.
get to Walmart level to realize that it's men buying. It isn't for kids.
It's
Most
adults,
of it,
yeah,
it's adults.
yeah.
You know, I think
For
that's
that.
getting out.
Yeah,
I
I think
think people
so,
are
too.
starting to get it, but
it's
you know,
becoming a niche. It's
yeah,
completely becoming a
Yeah,
niche adult
yeah.
collectible market.
yep.
And I think it's good. Bouncing to that, I guess they also showed. Remember, we had that big long conversation about the vintage figure Star
yes.
Wars reissues. So it looks like they're a little bit bigger, by the way. How do you
Are
think?
they bigger or are they squattier?
I think they're bigger.
Okay, they're the bigger one.
Yeah. So the the vintage Star Wars reissues that
Yep,
I was
yep.
bitching about. It looks like they're going to be a little bit bigger.
I think it's great that they're just enough different that they're not counterfeit.
I do agree, but here's a question. So does that mean the Tarkin becomes a little bit bigger? Is the Tarkin fitting in? You know what I mean? Are the new figures fitting in with the new line? Does that mean that in order for it to be consistent, I've got to buy all these new ones?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Are they gonna redo everything? Do you think, or just those 6?
I don't know.
Man,
I think they
It's a
threw
can
this
of
out there.
worms
It's
either
a
way.
can of worms either way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is. It is interesting. I'm trying to warm up to it. I think I got a little heated about it, and I think it's the very divisive subject.
It is. It is. I mean, there are people that are ready to go to war over it.
No,
I
it
don't
is.
know. I see both sides of it.
I do too.
I really do.
I do too. Generally, I'm of the thought process of like, if you don't want it, don't buy it.
Yeah.
But with this one, I'm having a little hard time with it because I do constantly just think back to like, all right, I go to a toy show and I see a vintage yak face and it's reasonably priced at like $200. I want to buy it for my vintage collection, but if I wait, I'm gonna go to Target and I'm gonna find a perfectly almost identical sculpt with just a different number on
they
it.
look pulled on.
Yeah,
a little
maybe
bit.
a little
pulled
bit.
up on.
Right.
Yeah, they
I
stretched them
think
up.
I'm satisfied with that. I don't know. With that news, hey man, we don't talk about vintage stuff very often, but I went to a record store yesterday after the toy show in a $1 bin.
That's crazy.
Maximilian, man. What a steal.
Now this is a
Migo.
yeah, no, I know that,
Oh.
but it's a pretty expensive figure, right?
Yeah, actually, I looked it up because I actually already have one, so this is
I'm
probably
just
going
curious.
It's
like,
about a $40.
Okay.
So it wasn't like the best deal I ever found, but like
still sweet though to find that
absolutely
in a $1 bin.
Yeah, at a record store. I went to that like local comic book show, which I paid $15 to get in. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I didn't buy. I bought some Rock Lords, which was cool, but I didn't buy enough to make it worth my $15. Or did I see enough like crazy cosplay? Yeah. like, you know, it's fun to see like the cosplay sometimes. I particularly like the skimpy outfit girls. You know, sue me.
Yeah.
Like that's good.
Pig.
You know, you know
I'm
what?
just joking,
Honestly,
man. I'm joking.
I totally respect when I can see like a good Spider-Man who's got like that Spider-Man body.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I respect that too. Like if you fit the character, go for it. I don't think there's any character that I could cosplay. Is there? I don't have the physique to cosplay.
Yeah.
If I was bigger, like more muscular, I could do Wolverine. You know, just like the big hairy
Get
Wolverine.
a suit. They make suits.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. Like, if I'm gonna go cosplay,
Yeah, I'd want to have the physique.
I want to have the
myself.
physique to do it myself. Hey, speaking of Spider-Man, dude,
I liked it. Don't
Did
talk
you watch
about
it?
the end of it. I'm halfway through it.
This I do want to say I watched the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Thank you for downloading.
Yeah.
Hey Rob, thanks for trying. He has the same system,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get through it, and I was bothering him all night about it, and he couldn't get his to work. Then I went to you. Into the Spider-Verse, I just want to say, is a beautiful piece of art. Like, it's beautiful.
I thought it was so creative and poked so much fun. The whole Marvel thing. It's
beautiful.
And I don't know how it ends.
Beautiful.
But I'm over halfway through it. But I fell asleep.
Oh, really?
But I mean, I
Yeah.
started it at midnight, but I turned it off
that's
and went to bed. I was exhausted. But
it was beautiful. Like,
I can't believe that's not, like, more popular. It's like, it might be the best Spider-Man
It was
movie up
beautiful.
there.
Yeah. It had a lot of word of mouth. Like, it had like, really good word of mouth. But
Yeah.
just, like, the animation, like, it was just... I don't know how to describe it. Like, it seemed like they mixed,
Remind me
like...
of the Animatrix.
Oh,
It was just
I
good.
don't- Yeah,
It
it
was
was really
good.
There was some stuff in it that looked very Jim Steranko to me.
Yeah.
Like they were like just they mixed. It was like they were doing an art project, and I totally respect it.
When it said approved by the Comics Code Authority
Oh, I didn't
in the
see-
first part of it,
I
it
didn't
showed
see
the
that.
Marvel comic, I knew it was going to be good. I'm like,
It was
wow.
so good.
Yeah, it felt like a comic book.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was like a comic
It was sort
book.
of like what they were trying to do. Remember the first Hulk movie with
Yes,
Banner?
but it worked.
But
in
it
this.
worked.
This
you
was
know?
funny. It was awesome. Doc Ock was awesome.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So if
Played
you
it
haven't seen
perfect.
Into the Spider-Verse, I'm giving it.
Yep.
I'm giving it. It's deserving of all the hype, and I'm probably gonna get some slack. Other than that, I like to talk movies a lot, like and stuff. I don't know. I think we should eventually do like a movie thing. I don't know if anyone cares.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I don't know if I'm witty enough to do that, but I certainly would like to talk. I saw Elita Battle Angel.
Heard it was really good.
It was good. I want to see it again.
Okay, that's good.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
It was cheesy fun. Like it was what
Good.
it was. You know, it was like if you take it as anything other than a live action sort of anime, then you're missing the point.
Cyberpunk is the shit.
Yeah, I
man.
love the
mean,
style. I love the style. It was cool. And then True Detective ends tonight. I cannot wait.
I am very, very,
Dude,
very.
so good.
Is it going to be an hour or 2? Is it elite? I hope
That's
it's
a
a
good
2-hour
question.
episode. I'm not ready to say goodbye.
I'm not ready to say
It's
good
my
to say
favorite.
goodbye.
That's probably my favorite season.
It is so good.
Well, season 2 doesn't count, but
Season 2 is awful.
but I mean, this is so equal as season 1, if not better.
I don't want to spoil anything, and I'm not going to say anything to spoil, but I wonder if it's going to wrap up exactly how I think it's going to wrap up, or if it's going to take a crazy turn. And I don't say anything. I know that. I just have to.
Well, think about what we don't know that we have to find
I
out.
don't know what we don't know. Like the way that it's. I'm trying to talk about it without
Like,
talking about it.
We need to figure out where that's going to go. That's not giving it away,
Ooh.
but we don't know anything about that.
That's a good point. What
Yeah.
about his daughter too? Okay, we gotta stop.
Yeah,
we gotta stop because I can't start speculating because I'm gonna start thinking about it and then I'm gonna start spewing stuff and like I don't want to think about it too much. I want to let it happen organically when I watch it.
It's going to be intense, though. It's going to be intense.
I think so.
Because, like, 6.
What a
at
good
the
show.
End of 6, yes.
What a good show. You know,
And it started off good. It's like Stephen Dorff is awesome.
Yeah.
The Dorff is awesome.
Yeah, you know, that's going to be a comeback performance for him. Like, you know, he was doing the blue cigarette vape commercials, and now he's going to be doing movies
Nice.
again.
Yeah.
So good for him.
I
always
didn't
like
know he was doing blue.
You don't remember
blue-
that? Like
I never.
Yeah.
I don't see
So
commercials.
I always like a good comeback.
Yeah.
But in addition, have you been watching Umbrella Academy on Netflix?
I started it. I wasn't that into it. I didn't like it.
I've got 2 more episodes to go. And
Oh, so
again,
you like it?
not
It
necessarily.
was a little bit too on the cheese factor for me. Like, I watched the first episode. I don't think so.
I still have 2 to go, so I
Mm.
can't make my final analysis. But I think it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tone of it,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because I think half of the acting is really good, and then half of it is unbearably bad. Like it's like weird.
That's
it's like
sort of
it's weird. It's like there's the like again the actors that are good are like great, like really good, and then the ones that suck are just like this is so dry. And I do think some of the dialogue and some of the story is a little obviously distractingly doesn't fit in. But I don't know. There's still 2 episodes left. With that said, I think it looks good, and I think it's a good tone, and I think it's a worth watch.
Did you watch Miracle Workers?
No, what's that?
Oh man, I can't get into it really, but it's about Heaven Incorporated, and it's got Harry Potter, who's awesome in what's his name?
Daniel Radcliffe. Is this a show or a movie?
It's a show. It's a 7-part miniseries. Steve Buscemi plays God.
Oh, really? Is this new?
Yeah, it's on episode 2. It's like one of those things that is so cheesy and so cute. That
really?
I don't know, man.
Steve Buscemi, I don't really...
It's like...
What's it on?
TBS.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
I'm
like...
gonna check it out.
I don't dig it.
Okay.
I don't really... It's not my thing. Because
okay.
I don't really like comedy, cute, like, shows like that. Like,
So is this something that I'm gonna like, or is
I don't know. I'm curious for you to watch it, and I want to know. I want to know what you guys think about it too.
Miracle
Workers. I found it like sort of distractively annoying, to be totally honest. And I don't know if it's me because I'm too cynical for it or what. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was like, and remember, I don't have any convictions, or it would not bother me for like. Some people get offended in it and stuff. Not me. I just thought it was annoying.
Is it in the genre of things we like? Like that's what I'm trying. Or is it like completely like? Are we talking about something?
It's about heaven.
Okay. That sounds like The Good Place. Isn't that what that's about?
You got to see it. I don't know how to explain it. Just watch it.
All right.
Watch it. You guys watch it too. I don't like it, but I just want to know what you guys think of it.
Interesting.
Sometimes you gotta look at a car crash. You gotta watch something bad and know it. And
all right.
Yeah.
Anything else on your agenda? You like the Megatron.
I like the Megatron.
You know what? You didn't tell me if you like the transformation.
It's okay. Yeah, it's cool. I dig it. I mean, it's daunting at first, but you
get it. You learn to own it.
Yeah. Once you get it a few times, it's pretty genius. You know, it's like, who the hell thinks this up? Like, thank you.
I wish
because
I
couldn't.
Mindset.
I love the benefits of your brains.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, man. It's like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, Star Wars is wrapped.
Star Wars is wrapped.
JJ's giving me a lot of confidence, and I'm trying to tread lightly.
Yeah, me too. But all these rumors.
You gotta stop reading the rumors.
I can't.
You gotta stop.
I can't. It's not happening. I won't spoil anything.
Yeah,
but
because
the
you
rumors,
don't know. Okay.
You don't know anything.
Right.
But I think, like the rumors that are coming up in the supposed leaks make you think they're going in a direction that I want to see.
Well,
it just makes me think I'm going to see what I want to see. Knights of Ren. There's going to be a lot of that.
We got to see the Knights of Ren.
I think you're gonna. You're gonna get beat up with the Knights of Ren.
I want to. I want to get my ass kicked.
It just sounds like they're gonna go in the direction that we thought Episode 8 would go in, as far as revealing stuff. They're gonna show us what we want to know. I have no idea how.
Look,
but I'm sick.
I know.
I can't stop.
I know. I admit that I have been reading more than I want to read, but not enough to get me sick.
Well, none of it's really spoilers because nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I truly think the stuff that's leaking, it's meant to be leaked.
Absolutely.
Like they want the shit out.
They want people to talk
speculate
positive.
And think, and it's like just the stuff that's leaked. At least they're addressing what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Or maybe I don't.
They want it. Absolutely. Other than that, Dune is turning out to be the Dune remake is turning out to be an absolute just.
That's going to be
the cast is insane.
Yeah,
it's gonna still flop,
crazy.
but I think it's gonna be the most amazing. I don't know.
It is so gonna flop.
It's gonna flop bad.
That's okay. We have to see it twice then. I'll
easily
see it twice.
I think I'll see it 3 times. And then other than that, I'm trying to think if I got anything else. You got anything else?
Not that I know of.
No, me neither. So I guess unless you got something else out there in the world of Nerd Out, we'll wrap it up. Until next time.
Nerd out!
I pointed up. Maximilian. Fwah.